In this video, I'll be discussing local file inclusion, or LFI for short. Now, if there is an LFI vulnerability in a script, then a hacker can include files on the local server, and one of the most popularly sought after files is the password file on Unix machines, which it holds all the user information on the current system. And I'll be showing you an example with a vulnerable script that I found, which is the Doku Wiki, and I found it on Milworm, a popular website for finding vulnerable scripts. And here it still tells you where you can download it, and the vulnerable code, and the point of concept, basically the URL that is vulnerable to it, and which is the config cascade file. And here you see it includes the file. So I went over to the Doku Wiki and downloaded the previous old releases and uploaded to my own server, my local server that I have set up on this machine, and it's up. So now I'll go back to the vulnerability page, and here it tells you that the doku.php page is vulnerable. Now here they have already made for you basically they're including the readme file in the current directory, which is the / means the current directory. Now I'll go ahead and open up the file where all the folder with all of these files in it and show you real quick. Here's the Doku folder, and as you can see, here's the doku.php, the vulnerable page, and here in the same folder is the readme file. So it'll include it and show you how this inclusion works. It'll actually include it into the page. So I'll replace the doku with the vulnerable one. So doku and equals / the current directory readme, enter. And here you can see well, Doku setup error. I don't really have a setup, but here, this right here has been included into the page. And if I go back to the folder with all the files and open this up, yeah, as you can see, exactly what's been included is in this file. Alright, so now that we know the script is vulnerable to LFI and that you can include files into the page, we'll try to include the password file. Now, in the book I discuss exactly how to do this, and I tell you about the directory transversal method. As you can see here, the / means go down one directory, and here I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 directories until I reach the password file in the folder etc. And the way I'll show you how I know how many files or how many folders to go down, or how many subfolders. Basically, I'll show you in the folder view here. So right now you're in the Doku directory under the www folder, and if I go down one folder, I'm in the www folder, and if I go down another folder, I'm in the var folder, and if I go down one more, that's already 1, 2, 3 folders I went down, and here I have the etc folder, which holds the password file. And go ahead and if I scroll down, here's the password file. And if I double click that, that's what it looks like. So I know I have to go down 3 folders and go into the etc folder and then access the password file, the passwd file. So now I'll go ahead and include that into the URL. So 1 folder, 2 folder, 3 folder, etc / password, enter. Bam, the whole password file has been included. Now it's a little messy, so you might want to go to view source, and as you can see here, it's formatted correctly. Now what each of these mean is the root is the username. This X here should be the password, but it's not there. Instead, there's an X, which means the password has been shadowed, and it is not in this. It's not actually stored in this file, but in a separate one, maybe the etc shadow file. And then the number here is the user ID, then followed by the group ID, and then the name, which is root, the directory of root, and the shell, which is bash. And as you can see here, I have a bunch of users for different things. But so that's the user file. So now, since you can't really do anything with this, and you can't really access the folder that has the encrypted passwords in it, because you have to have root to be able to access those. So you're out of luck, but not really. What you can do next and try to do is use a dual log injection. So basically, inject code into the log file and then be able to run that code in the log file. And I'll show you that in the next video.